in Columbus, Ohio. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Florida Gators and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. They believe that their wide receiver is the best in the country. He has been so electric this season, nobody can stop him. They believe that he is so efficient in the red zone, top 5 in the country in receiving touchdowns, and he firmly belongs in the Heisman conversation to hear his name called in New York later this year. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Kickoff first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play in a major...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
How about that athleticism by the tight end, stretching out and diving to haul that pass in. Great play.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sayin. Catch in the middle. It's Roberts. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Jackson.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Maybe a crease. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Play fake, Julian Sayed. Fires to the right. Trying to barrel in.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Throwing, say it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 82 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He'll do it himself on the draw, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Down a touchdown right out of the chute. They'll try to keep their first drive alive by converting on 4th down from their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Mays. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, he'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that wasn't an interception.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The snap sets up to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they tacked on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cross. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got a man, it's Smith. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route.
Got a little grass. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. Running inside, it's Jackson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The screen, he's got wheels. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Lined up in the gun on third down, say it. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Buckeye! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Holden finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Solid gain to get him out close to the 20, pick up a 5 to the 19.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win. Fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Pryor. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
The Gators are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. That's reeled in. It's Mays. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Will, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break it.
Makes the grab in their space. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Gators started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. With the draw, it's Pryor. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly outfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Jones wants to throw it. Now adjusting. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And now everybody Everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. And now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Play fake, say it. Going for the big play. Makes a deep breath. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Gonna run it. It's Jackson. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He's got the tight end. He's inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Ohio State calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's Sayin to throw. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. The 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game.
And that is such a critical mistake for this offense, man. Such an opportunity to add to the lead, put more points on the board, keep the momentum, but sometimes you just get a little bit too aggressive. And Palmer, they pay for it in a big way.
And that's one where the defense gave up some yards early in the drive, and you're wondering, is the opponent going to score here?
He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Jones to throw. Lets it fly. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Tulsa, taking on the number 15 team, the Memphis Tigers.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
And it's the Golden Hurricane, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Mays. Brought down after the huge gain gets this offense set up at the 27.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Moving out to the right. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gators. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. Rams him with the stiff arm. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Say it. He lobs one high down the left side. Upstairs he's got it. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Gets away from one. Finds some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch. They've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Running inside. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Ohio State! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Lloyd. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have two people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
Oh, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out more space.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big 3rd down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere.
Could be an alley. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The run inside. It's Pryor. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Jones to throw. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. In the red area, it's Pryor. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And the biggest key for them on this sustained drive has been their ability running the football. And there's nothing more demoralizing to a defense when you know the other team is going to run it and you still can't stop them. And I think if I'm this offense here, I'm finding other ways and other...
Touchdown Gators! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that comes with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jackson. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Both of these offenses just up and down the field, scoring at will. This QB's already got over 150 passing yards in the game, so he's not going to stop slinging it. Which defense can get a stop?
Going back to the well, another deep ball. A full dive to haul that one in. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. And the defense makes a big hit, knocks him down. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. The Gators are gonna call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll go play action with Sayin. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Buckeyes with an answer. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after his return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Jones wants to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Sprinting away. Touchdown, Florida. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The Gators answer right back.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. College football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Running inside, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making checks. Makes the catch, it's Jackson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Buckeyes in the hurry up. From the gun on third down, Sayin. Right on the money. At the 35, he's got room. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're working that left side. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
The run inside. It's Jackson. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Runs through a tackle. Makes a grab and room to run. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
On the direct snap, it's Smith. Fighting off the defender. There's a crease. Touchdown! Buckeyes! They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Buckeyes with an answer.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead, nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight, the score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets away from one. Finds room. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Florida! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The Gators answer right back.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point.
It's blocked. This could be big. What a play. Finding a way to get it into the end zone, and after all of that, it's even better. You wind up with a two-point conversion. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cross. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jackson. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Zayn. Complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
They get a big completion there, and I know there's a sense of urgency. This is a 2-minute drill, but there is still time on the clock. This quarterback understands how to manipulate that and work that. We'll be clocking it. We're going to be using the sidelines to our advantage. Try to put ourselves in a position to win this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Zayn from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. He wants to change this route. Fourth down, Zayn. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals, they're not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
Running inside, it's Jackson, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Zayn on the play action. Oh, they're after him. He sacked. This defense all over it. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
Trying play action. Gonna let him fly. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Saying to throw for it on fourth. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You've got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm into this game right now.